And this could be a very competitive race.
I think it will be more tactical than really fast. And Corvo going out takes the lead, and yet he slows down. He's not really doing anything. In Europe, most of the 1,500 meters and the miles are very tactical. People wait until the last 200, 300 meters, and then they all try to sprint.
Jose Marajo of France now taking the lead as Alberto Corva of Italy tucks into second place. Zurkowski of Poland moving up in third on the outside.
But still, the athletes are just trying to stay out of trouble. They're jogging along, not going that fast. Mike Hillardt outside from Australia. He's running that wide because he doesn't want to get boxed in the white and green. He just wants to stay out there, out of trouble.
Hillardt moving on the outside and challenging for the lead. But he hangs back off of the shoulder of Jose Marajo of France.
Very often you'll come up on someone when you feel the pace is going slow and you want them to speed up a little bit. You come up.
Here comes Cheshire. Here comes Cheshire.
Cheshire goes by, and he's really moving. He has committed himself. He's trying to steal the race. Look at him look around. He's saying, I'm going for the gap. I'm going to get as far ahead as I can, and I hope they don't catch me.
Joseph Cheshire from Kenya, 27 years of age, but just coming onto the international scene at the Olympic Games in Los Angeles when he finished fourth.
He's really moving out here. He's got about 30 meters, and he's still moving away. It'll be interesting to see how fast he's run this last 200 meters.
Now, Frank, the pack has not gone with him. They're staying back on their pace.
Well, he just ran 27 for the third 200 meters of this race. You never do that and really expect to win, and yet he still looks okay. Now, the pack behind, they have to be sure that they don't get too far behind, that no matter how much he dies, they can't come back on him. And yet, they can't really try to go after him too much at this point because they won't be able to sprint either.
For Cheshire, 3.5 laps to go in the 1,500-meter final.
And he still looks all right. He slowed down a little bit. That last lap was more like 31 seconds, 29 seconds. So he slowed down a little bit, but he's still moving.
So Joseph Cheshire of Kenya way out in front of the pack, and out in front of the pack, that leader is Mike Hillardt, 23 years of age from Australia.
And the pack looks fine. You can see they're extending out a little bit. Hillardt is probably pressing a little more than he wants to at this point, but he can't let Cheshire stay that far ahead.
How big of a gamble is this for Cheshire?
It's a big gamble. Usually you don't win races going this far in front unless you're really very much superior to everyone else. In the 27 seconds for 200 meters, third lap of a 7.5 lap race like this, I don't know how he's still going at this point.
2 laps to go. It is still Joseph Cheshire of Kenya out in front. And running in second place is Mike Hillardt of Australia, and then Jose Luis Gonzalez of Spain.
At this point, Hillardt does have an advantage. When you start to see that runner in front coming back to you, looking over his shoulder, it really does give you a little bit of boost. You say, look, every 2 steps I'm gaining 1. Every 2 steps I'm gaining 1. But Cheshire's still going. He's not dying. He's not giving up.
Now the bell lap, 1 lap to go as Mike Hillardt of Australia trying to close on Joe Cheshire of Kenya.
I don't think Cheshire can really hold on at this point. He can't have any sprint left, but it's really amazing that he's still on his feet.
And it is Mike Hillardt now out in front of Cheshire. Will Cheshire drop all the way back? Hillardt striding away from him. Jose Luis Gonzalez of Spain is running in third.
Oh, if only Cheshire had waited another lap. He might have stolen the race, but this is Hillardt's race.
And it is Mike Hillardt of Australia, the winner, and at the tape, could be Jose Luis Gonzalez that got Cheshire. So Mike Hillardt, he used the strategy of the tactics, the waiting.